Routier and a crew look silly, spreading all their lies while acting so chilly. Every word they say just sounds so untrue. You see right through the games they pursue. It's a nice day for an execution. Time to rise and find a resolution. Execution is the only solution. Liars keep lying with no retribution. Justice for Devin and Damon, we cry. We won't stop fighting until they comply. Bloodthirsty supporters still play their part, spinning all their lies straight from the start. No remorse, no shame in their game, but truth will rise and clear every name. It's a nice day for an execution. Time to rise and find a resolution. Execution is the only solution. Liars keep lying with no retribution. Justice for Devin and Damon, we cry. We won't stop fighting until they come Execution is the only solution. Liars keep lying with no retribution. Justice for Devin and Damon, we cry. We won't stop fighting until they comply. No more denial, let truth set them free. No more lies, and forget her alibis. Don't use the devil and deceit as her disguise. Don't fall for it, don't fall for it, because she's full of shit, full of shit.
Okay, so we're at Darlie Routier, Fact and Fiction, separating the truth from the lies in the Darlie Routier trial. We've been through the introduction, the who's who, the Routier statements, the arrest warrant, Arthur Barbara Davis, all of the myths. We're at her, in her own words, Statement 6. It was said that there was blood under the glass in the kitchen. Yeah, because 15 or 20 people stomped through the glass, crushing it, kicking it everywhere. Darlie would have you believe that the police descended on 5801 Eagle Drive like a marauding army, completely destroying the crime scene. Nothing could be further from the truth. Only two police officers, David Waddell and Matt Walling, entered the crime scene in response to her 911 call. Davis, did you notice anything unusual about the entryway? Waddell, I noticed some blood on the floor, and I attempted not to step in it and disturb any of it. Davis, could you see anything on the floor in the kitchen? Waddell, there was blood on the floor and a broken wine glass. I stepped over it. Two paramedics, Jack Colby and Brian Kochak, then entered the front door and went directly into the family room to help Devin and Damon. They did not go into any other room in the house. When Kochak realized that Devin was dead, he took Darlie to the front porch to tend to her wounds. Colby was in the house for about 1 minute before he took Damon out the front door to the ambulance. Darlie called 911 at 2:30 a.m. Officer Walling had crime scene tape up within 20 minutes of that call. This was corroborated by William Gorsuch, a neighbor who lived across the street. shook. How quickly did the police put the crime scene tape up? Gorsuch. It was very quick. They had to actually lift the tape up and allow the second ambulance out. By approximately 2:45 a.m., Waddell was stationed at the front door to secure the crime scene. Davis. Officer Waddell, did anyone enter that house after about 2:45 a.m. until you both left a little after 3? Waddell. No one except for fire personnel. They got their equipment from the family room and left. Officer Steve Wade relieved Waddell at 3 a.m. Davis, during that time you were on the door, did anyone try to get into the house? Wade, yes, sir. My chief of police, Chief Posey. Davis, you actually told your chief he couldn't come in? Wade, that is correct. He didn't go in. At 6 a.m., James Cron, officers Maine, Walling, and neighbors conducted a walkthrough of the house, strictly for observation purposes. Photographs were taken of the crime scene and its original condition. Conclusion. Considering the staggering amount of blood, this was an exceptionally well-preserved crime scene. Tape was strung appropriately 10 minutes after the police arrived, and an officer was stationed out front of the house 24 hours a day, every day the crime scene was held. The only civilian allowed to enter that house was Karen Neal. Officer Walling escorted her directly up the stairs, which weren't even an actual part of the crime scene, to retrieve the Routier dog, who was upset and barking. As careful as they tried to be, however, a partial heel print in blood was detected in the kitchen. To his credit, James Cron had all those shoe prints inked and impressions made of everyone at the scene. The print belonged to Officer Walling. There was also a few smudges between the couch and the back windows. That section of carpet was removed and was consistent with paramedic Kochek's boots. He had to enter the family room from behind the west couch by the rear windows because Colby was assisting Damon in the other entrance.